it's Farm Girl. Welcome to the farm. Today we're going to be playing Stardew Valley, one of my favorite games, and we're playing it in honor of Concerned Ape's recent announcement that they are working on 2 new video game projects. According to Concerned Ape, one of those projects will be set in the Stardew Valley universe, which is very exciting for all fans of Stardew Valley. However, he did note that it will not be a farming simulator like Stardew Valley, which has set the gaming internet in an uproar. What will it be, Concerned Ape? What will this game be about? And in response to all of this inquiry, Concerned Ape has politely asked everyone to please calm down. So, in honor of Concerned Ape's desire for us to just leave him alone, we're going to return to his classic farming simulator, Stardew Valley. So the first thing you do when you open up Stardew Valley is you're gonna wind up in this character creator. So since I am Farm Girl, I will be playing as a girl, and it always takes me forever to work through character customization screens. So I will cut back to you once I have a little girl who I am so proud of. Why are there so many shirts? Oh, that's cute. Ooh. Okay. So this is our girl, but now we need to give her a name. So I'm just going to go ahead and call her Farm Girl, since that's me, and I'm not good at coming up with clever names for things. So we need a farm name. And I think the best option for a farm name will be, well, you know. Perfect! Farm. And my favorite thing, so you really have to be careful with this favorite thing option, guys, because it pops up in the weirdest places. There will be items that you'll get in the game that will power you up, and when you're in your power up scene, it will say your thoughts are filled with blank, and the blank is auto-filled with whatever your favorite thing is. So if you put something weird, then you get to have a good laugh about it. So my favorite thing is going to be beautiful. Okay, so animal preference. They've updated this so much. Animal preference will determine what kind of animal you get as a pet. I really like this little kitty here, so we're going to go with that. And then our final choice is which farm we want. So this will kind of dictate how your gameplay experience goes with what kind of farm you want. I haven't tried out some of these farms. This farm you typically use for multiplayer games, but otherwise we have the standard farm, which is just standard, it's normal stuff. Then we got the Riverland farm. You can do a lot of fishing there. The forest farm, the hilltop farm, and the wilderness farm. I really like the hilltop farm, but I think this time we're going to try the Riverland farm. Last time I played this, I started to get really into fishing, so I think we'll try to go with the fishing route. So before we can get into the actual gameplay, we're going to go through the intro, which I will read out for you here. So we've got this man who I think looks like Santa Claus, and for my very special granddaughter, I want you to have this sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. Why does his hand move like that? I hate it. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. And your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. Is this a picture of himself? When that happens, my dear, you'll be ready for this gift. Can I have this instead? That looks really cool. Now let Grandpa rest. XX years later, I don't know if that's supposed to mean 20, like Roman numerals, or just a certain amount. So we're currently working for Joja, which obviously it's like a cubicle workforce. Someone here's been terminated and everything's shut down. We've got Cowboy Bob working here. He licks his lips, which is gross. And then there's us! Cute! So we don't look super thrilled. We seem really tired compared to Perky Betty over here, and this man. Anyway, so this is the only kind of perspective we ever get in this game. This kind of almost makes you think this is going to be a very different type of game angle. Dear Famke, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's the perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. Lewis is still alive. Say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? Aight. Okay, fade to blue. Not fade to black, because that would be a little dismal. So now, we've still got some more intro to go before we get into the gameplay, and now we're on this bus. And we're just driving along. What a beautiful scenery. I really like the backdrop that Concerned Ape made for this game. It's just really cute with the rolling hills. Oh, and Stardew Valley is in half a mile. Stardew Valley. That's definitely how you say that. Oh, little bird. Cute. Okay. It's definitely leading you in for just a really peaceful time, really slow, smooth transitions. And when you're playing this game, if you don't want to do all this intro, you can select to skip it from the very beginning. I'll let you know when we reach the point in the gameplay where we would reach if you skipped all the intro stuff. And you can even skip it here. Hello, you must be Farm Girl. Oh, I hate that voice. I'm just going to talk. Hello, you must be Farm Girl. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. The farm's right over here if you'll follow me. So this is all automated, so we're just gonna follow Robin. Woo! Look at this wreck! Okay, we've got some work to do. This is Farm. I'm doing the voice again. This is Farm. I love our characters' reactions. What's the matter? Sure, it's been overgrown, but there's some good soil underneath that mess. A little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So, you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. What's that supposed to mean, Lewis? That's rude. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be rude. It's just the tone in which you say things. Rustic? That's one way to put it. With the hand, Robin. What's this attitude I'm catching from you, ma'am? Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Rude! Yeah, that's another thing the characters will do. Out of the dialogue box, they'll pop up a couple words just over their heads, which I think is some really good flavor. Don't listen to her, Farm Girl. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. Oh, she's horrified! Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. The townspeople would appreciate that. All right, Lewis, sure. Oh, I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. So what we've learned so far is that Mayor Lewis will be at our house every single night. That's not creepy at all. So this is where you would start off if you skipped all of that intro. So it's not a terribly long intro. It's just, up to you whether you want to experience it. So, this is fun. So in the Riverland house, everything is nautical themed. So we've got this nice anchor. We've got a little sea map. And our windows are portholes. It's cute. Okay, so we've got a little boat decoration on the table. And here we have a present with some parsnip seeds. Here's a little something to get you started. Mayor Lewis. Okay, so we can start off planting those. But the first thing we want to do... So, our goals for today were to get through the intro and to clean up our farm space a little bit. That's what I like to do when I start this game, is get a head start on planting and clearing before I even go out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut down some of this grass and weeds with this scythe. You don't have to use the scythe for these bulkier looking weeds. You can actually pull them up by hand, but the scythe is just a whole lot faster. And as you can see, we're getting fiber from that, and fiber can be used for crafting, or you can just sell it. It's not worth a whole lot. So now we've got our pickaxe to clear up some of this stone, so we'll get all of that out of our way. Unlike some other farming and life simulators, in Stardew Valley you start out with all these tools. For example, in Harvest Moon, you would have to go around and talk to people, and they will be like, oh, as a token of our friendship, here's an axe. Can you imagine if people did that in real life? Like, you move to you go to college, and you meet your resident hall assistant, your RA, or whatever they call them at whatever college you're at. And he goes, hey, so happy to meet you, so happy you're here. Here's a scythe. And you're like, oh, thanks, my dude. Or I guess they probably give you college-related stuff. So he's like, okay, here's a notebook. This is a bad example. That's really just the college experience. People give you stuff. Let's try again. You move to a new town, and you go to the gardening center because you want to get some flowers, and they just give you flowers for free. And you're like, but I assumed I would have to buy these. How do you stay in business? And they're like, oh, we just want to be friendly. It's kind of... I don't know. It's weird. Okay. So we've cleared up quite a bit of land here, and as you can see in the bottom right corner, that's our energy bar. So if that runs out, we're going to get really weak. If it gets close to running out, we'll get really weak, and if it completely runs out, then we'll pass out. And if you pass out, there are a couple things that happen. I'm not going to demonstrate it here. We've got 15 seeds, so we're going to go ahead and make this 15 wide. So you look in the top right corner, you can see that it's already 10:20 a.m. The time goes pretty quick. The days start at 6 a.m. So there's plenty of time to do things in a day. But as you get to doing more activities, you really need to be budgeting your time. Otherwise, you're going to get really lost and confused. And so now that we've got our seeds planted, we're going to go ahead and water. Okay, now our seeds are watered. That's something we'll have to do every day unless it rains. And as you can see, if you look down at the watering can in our toolbar, the watering can does empty, so we'll have to be refilling that. So this type of grass, you've noticed that I'm not cutting. When you get animals, this is essential because this is the only kind of grass they can eat. And it can get really expensive to have to buy this from the general store in town so that you can reseed. So if you can avoid cutting that down, that's good. Toward the ends of the seasons, though, you would want to cut it down because it'll go away in winter, and you can store it in a silo, which you have to build with Robin's help, and then you can store it to feed them in the winter. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself right now, so for now we will just focus on this. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself right now, so we're just going to focus on what's happening here. And what we're seeing over here is the ruins of the greenhouse. I'm not going to explain what that's for yet. We're going to wait. But yeah, this is a ruined structure that's just on our property. What's this doing here? Oh, that's weird. So, and oh, up here we've got a little cave. Ooh, it's spooky. There's nothing in here. Ooh, it's spooky. Okay, so let's keep clearing some property here. If for no other reason than it just makes walking around easier. And also, you'll need some of these materials for... So here's the menu, which we haven't looked at this yet. You can adjust your inventory around in here. These inventory spaces are not unlocked yet, so this is our whole inventory right now. So as you can see, it's not a lot. So the other tabs, so this is the inventory tab. We have skills, social, map, crafting, collections, and just options, and then the exit game. So skills, you can see how we're improving and all this stuff. Right now, we're just at 0. We've got nothing in our wallet. Because wallet is not actually connected to this. This is our money account. Up here, this shows how much money we have to spend at any given time. These are not the same thing, even though this is called a wallet. So this shows all the people in town and how much they like us. It's kind of a spoiler, really, because we haven't met any of these people, but we can see them in the menu. And then we've got the map, which shows us all the areas, and you can see that we've got all these little islands here in the Riverland. That's really cool. Like I said, I've never played this version before, so that's fun. You can see some of the areas that we'll be able to get to, and that's funny. So the forest is question mark, but Wizard's Tower is marked on the map. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are just, marked so we know what they are. And it's cute that the houses over here, some of them actually have little addresses. Joja Mart. That's going to be important later. Okay. And then... Okay, so this is the tab I really wanted to show you. This is the crafting tab. So as you go through the game, you'll unlock more crafting recipes, and these are things you can add to your farm or that will just make your gameplay experience so much better. Some of them are decorations, like these paths. They don't add anything, but they just make everything look a little more neat and tidy. I like making paths. It's a lot of fun. Signs. Signs can just be used to jazz up your farm, like to mark where you want to plant certain things. And you can make chests, and chests are really important, like in most sort of simulation games. So we're going to go chop down some more wood, and then I'll meet you back here when it's time to make a chest. That was a hoe, don't tell anyone. So while I'm chopping wood, I just wanted to pop in and quickly note that these stumps I cannot chop yet. So I will be able to upgrade all of my tools in the future, but for now I can't. Oops, I'm really tired. So it's time to stop chopping wood anyway, and we can just go ahead and make a chest. So that's all it takes to craft. Once you have the ingredient, the object will no longer be grayed out, and you can just click on it and it will appear with your cursor, and then you put it in your inventory. So the inventory is full, so to make room for the chest, we're going to have to take something out. Unfortunately, there's a little trash can right here next to most of the inventory and crafting screens. So if you need more room, you can just go ahead and boop, pop something in there. Just make sure not to throw away anything important because you can't get it back. Okay, so I go back and forth about where I like putting my chests. You can move them, but for now, we are going to put it outside because we don't spend much time inside the house. So for now, we're just going to put them over here next to the house. So with this, we're going to put our fiber, our stone, our wood, our clay, and some coal. So those mixed seeds, we can plant those tomorrow after we get some rest. But for now, I don't really want to go out into the town when I'm exhausted, because sometimes that will change the dialogue that you get from characters. Instead of having introduction dialogue or something, they might just say, wow, you look really tired. And not only is that rude, that's not the kind of experience I want to have in this playthrough. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back to the farm soon. Bye-bye!